26th of August, 1944. Germany is already buckling under the weight of Allied air power. Cities burn, railways lie twisted, and entire neighborhoods have been reduced to rubble. On this day, an American B-24 Liberator bomber is struck by German defenses and falls from the sky. As the aircraft breaks apart, 8 members of its crew escape by parachute, drifting down over enemy territory. They are captured soon after landing. The airmen are disarmed and placed under military guard. They do not resist. Wounded and exhausted, they are marched through the town of Rüsselsheim on their way to a prisoner of war facility, following procedures that, at least on paper, are governed by international law. As captured combatants, they are entitled to protection. But Rüsselsheim is not an ordinary town at this moment in history. In the weeks leading up to their arrival, Allied bombing raids have torn through the area. Homes have been destroyed. Families have been buried beneath collapsed buildings. Many residents are grieving, angry, and traumatized. Daily life has been reduced to survival amid ruins, shortages, and constant fear from the air. The war has come directly to their doorsteps. By the time the American prisoners are led through the streets, emotions in the town are already stretched beyond their limits. At first, only a small crowd forms. People shout insults. Faces harden. Words of hatred echo through the damaged streets. German soldiers attempt to maintain control, but the atmosphere is volatile. For many civilians, these captured airmen are no longer seen as individuals. They are symbols of destruction, blamed for the loss of homes, parents, and children. Then the situation begins to unravel. Stones are thrown. Bricks follow. Members of the crowd pick up metal tools and wooden sticks from nearby workshops and debris piles. What begins as shouting turns into physical violence. The prisoners, already injured and vastly outnumbered, have no way to protect themselves. They are beaten in full view of the town. 6 of the 8 American airmen are killed on the street. 2 survive, badly wounded but alive. These men will later provide eyewitness testimony, describing how civilians joined the assault and how the situation spiraled beyond any attempt at restraint. Their accounts become crucial in reconstructing what happened that day in Rüsselsheim. When Germany surrenders in 1945, the war in Europe officially ends. But for many, the reckoning is only beginning. The United States military launches investigations into incidents involving the mistreatment and killing of Allied prisoners. Rüsselsheim quickly draws attention. American investigators question dozens of townspeople, piecing together statements, timelines, and individual actions. Eventually, 5 men are identified as central participants in the violence. Their names are Johannes Obert, Joseph Hartgen, Philipp Gutlich, Friedrich Wust, and Johannes Zippel. They are not members of the SS. They are not uniformed soldiers. They are civilians, ordinary residents of the town who, in a moment shaped by rage and loss, chose to take part in the attack. According to testimony, some struck the prisoners directly. Others encouraged the crowd, helping transform anger into lethal action. All 5 are arrested and charged with war crimes under international law. Their case is brought before a United States military tribunal. During the proceedings, prosecutors present witness accounts, including statements from the 2 surviving American airmen. Evidence shows that the accused men actively participated in the assault and in some instances, urged others to join in. The court concludes that the victims were prisoners of war under military escort and posed no threat. The legal judgment is unambiguous. The tribunal finds all 5 defendants guilty of unlawfully killing prisoners of war. The verdict reflects a broader principle emerging from the aftermath of the conflict: that civilians, no less than soldiers, can be held accountable for violations of the laws of war. Each man is sentenced to death by hanging. The executions are scheduled for Bruxelles prison in November 1945. On the 10th of November, the sentences are carried out one by one. United States military personnel document the process for historical and legal records, ensuring that the outcome of the tribunal is preserved as part of the official archive of post-war justice. The Rüsselsheim case becomes a reference point in discussions of wartime responsibility. It demonstrates that collective rage does not erase individual accountability, and that crimes committed in chaos are still crimes under international law. What makes the case especially unsettling is not only the violence itself, but who carried it out. These men were not professional killers. They were not architects of Nazi ideology. They were neighbors, workers, and townspeople, individuals shaped by propaganda, fear, loss, and the brutalizing effects of total war. Their actions reveal how quickly social order can collapse, and how easily ordinary people can be drawn into extraordinary cruelty when institutions fail and emotions overpower restraint.